we are one step closer to the semi-finals of the Champions League. We will find out this week who's gonna move into the semi-finals, and the games last week were absolutely phenomenal. Like literally all of them had goals, all of them were just so intense. We saw some really good play from a lot of teams. Anyway, let's get straight into it. First, we have Aston Villa versus PSG. Now, this first leg between these two was actually crazy. It ended up being 3-1. Going PSG's way as well. So let's get started with Aston Villa. They've been doing quite well in this campaign. I did not expect them to make it this far. In the round of 16, they beat Club Brugge 6-1 on aggregate. Now that is truly outstanding from them. Now they have matched up, I think, against one of the best teams in the world, PSG obviously, and in that first leg they played away from home, so a goal from Aston Villa is kind of a positive for them, so they could take that into Villa Park, I believe is what their home ground is called. But the atmosphere in the second leg at home will help massively for Aston Villa. Now Morgan Rogers, this man is having a amazing season. I believe this is his breakout season as well, and they have allowed PSG to dictate the play. Like PSG had like 76% possession, Aston Villa had like 24%. Pretty crazy. They gave them time on the ball as well, and I'm sure Unai Emery now has a game plan for how he wants to play against this PSG team, especially in the second leg, the home leg for them. A 2-goal deficit, I think they could turn it around, but PSG obviously are very good right now. On to PSG, as I said, one of the best teams in the world at the moment. I believe they are one of the favorites to win the Champions League. They have been pretty good this season. Started a little rough for them though. Like they did lose to Arsenal 2-0, but they got better along the way and to where they are right now. And the football they are playing at this present moment, it's outrageous. You have to give a lot of credit to Luis Enrique because he has completely changed this PSG team around. He now is playing 3 wingers up top who are alternating constantly, and it's working. Got Ousmane Dembele, Doué, and also Kvaratskhelia, who are amazing wingers, getting goals, getting assists as well, so it's working incredibly well. Now Dembele, he has hit some of his best form in his career. I think his best form in his career, and this is some next level form from him because he is on like 32 goals, 10 assists in all competitions as well. I believe he's played like 41 matches as well, so he has a positive game to like goal and assist ratio. Crazy stuff from him. Now Doué has been one of the best youngsters we have seen at the moment alongside Lamine Yamal. I mean, Doué reminds me so much of Neymar. Was my favorite player when I was younger, and I mean the way he dribbles, his movement, his footwork, even his striking technique is so similar. It's like someone copy and pasted Neymar in real life. It's crazy. Now my prediction is going to be a 2-2 draw between the two, so that means PSG will win 5-3 on aggregate. Moving on to Dortmund versus Barcelona. The second leg has to be a big comeback for Dortmund because Barcelona won that first leg 4-0. A very impressive win from them. Let's get started with Dortmund. They have not been too bad this competition. It's been a little bit tougher for them this season than last year, but as we mentioned, they did get outplayed by Barcelona. The standout players for Dortmund are, I think, Guirassy and also Giddens. Giddens is such a top talent for Dortmund, and he's being looked at by many clubs. Liverpool, I don't know if Arsenal's looking at him, but yeah, I think Arsenal. The second leg will be played at the Signal Iduna Park, so Dortmund at home. So Dortmund really need the help of the fans and the atmosphere. They're gonna have the yellow wall just there to support them. Probably one of the best walls we see in football. Now if they really want to do overturn this 4-0 down score, they really need to play with, I think, a high press, and they really need to just go for it. A lot of intensity and all that, but apart from a few chances in that first leg, I do think Dortmund were a little bit poor. Of course, it's hard when you are playing one of the favorites in the competition, but they must come out fighting hard in the second leg. I spoke about Guirassy earlier. He has been phenomenal in this competition. So far in the Champions League, he has 13 games played, 10 goals, and 4 assists. So he's in that positive goal to game ratio plus assists. Now on to Barcelona. I do believe they have been very good this campaign, finishing in second place at the end of the league phase. I think they're one of the favorites in this competition. I mean, the football they are playing is outrageous. They're scoring 2 to 3 goals every single game, or nearly every single game. Hansi Flick has really done wonders with this club, and that whole Barcelona team is very well balanced. Like, in terms of attacking quality, you got Rafinha, you got Lewandowski, you got Yamal. I think between those two you have like 120 goals and assists just this season. That's outrageous. Now those three have been linking up so well throughout the whole season. Then you have Pedri and De Jong, who have been phenomenal in the middle of the pitch. You got Pedri, who is a player who can really control the tempo of the game. He has actually really good vision in terms of passing as well. And I would say the defense is quite underrated as well. They do catch a lot of teams offside, as they do keep a high line. So it's outstanding. This team's outstanding. I do think they can make it to the final as well. Now my prediction is going to be a 3-2 win for Barcelona, and they will win 7-2 on the aggregate. Moving on to Real Madrid versus Arsenal. This game's gonna be super good once again. So the first leg was insane. My team Arsenal beat Real Madrid 3-0. I couldn't believe it. Let's get started with Real Madrid. They've been doing alright this season so far. I do think they have been a little bit weaker. We have got to remember they are the kings of this competition though. They have won this competition 15 times, which is more than any team obviously. I swear this team always has a way to come back. I don't know how, but in recent matches or in the past few months, they have come back multiple times. I don't know what kind of juice they're drinking or whatever, but it's outrageous. I do believe in this game it could possibly happen again. I hope not though, obviously, as I support Arsenal. But in the second leg, it is being played in the Bernabeu, so the fans will be pumped up for sure, and that atmosphere I think is going to be pretty crazy, and it's going to be in Madrid's favor. So the attacking front three of Mbappe, Vinny, and Rodrigo kind of struggled in that first leg as well, which, I mean, that surprised me if I'm being honest. Now on to Arsenal. They've been very good in this competition. I would say one of the best defensive teams in the world at the moment. Their form throughout the whole campaign has been solid. I was in awe when we won that game 3-0 in that first leg. Declan Rice with back-to-back free kicks in a span of 10 minutes. The first free kick curls around the wall. The second free kick just puts it, oh my, just top corner. You can't get more top corner than that. I just couldn't believe that. Those two free kicks, and I couldn't believe we kept a clean sheet and scored 3 goals and secured a win against Real Madrid. Outrageous day. Such a good day of football on that day when I was watching. But Marino got the third goal as well. He's been chipping in with a better goals as well, which is good. He's a midfielder, but he's been putting in a shift up top. I do believe we deserve the win as well, because we all played them, in my opinion. Timber had Vinny unlock most of the game. Timber is so good. He's probably one of the top right backs, I think, in the world right now. Now the second leg, I believe, will be a very tough task, as we have to defend the lead. And Arteta, please do not just park the bus from the first minute. I think we will get found out if we do that, but I'm so proud of the boys in that first leg. That was one of the biggest wins I've seen in recent years from Arsenal. So my prediction is going to be a 2-1 win for Real Madrid, but Arsenal will go through on a 4-2 aggregate score. Moving on to the final game, and that is Inter versus Bayern. I sense this game, it's gonna be kind of a tight one. So the first leg ended 2-1 going Inter's way. Let's get started with Inter. They've been doing very well this season. I would say currently the best defensive team in this competition. I believe they conceded 3 goals so far in the Champions League. That is outrageous. How many games have we played? We've played maybe, I would say, around 10 or more games. That's outrageous. 3 goals conceded, but they played very well in that first leg. Thuram had a nice just back heel flick to Lautaro Martinez, who's then just trivelled it into the top right. It was a very, very nice finish. And I do think Bastoni is one of the most underrated center backs in the world. The way he carries the ball so well, drives into the midfield, and he makes very, very good passes as well, especially for a center back that's very underrated. Now Inter took their chances, and that's all you need to do. They won 2-1 at the Allianz Arena, so Bayern need to come out in this match. Not all guns blazing, but they need to take their chances as well. Now on to Bayern. They've been doing decent this competition. I would say they are still getting into the flow of things as well, but they started to play some very clean football as well. As we know, they lost the first leg 2-1 at home, so the second leg they have to come to the San Siro, which is a tough ground to go to, and they have to win, which will be a tough job to do. Now Bayern did play very well in that first leg personally. They just did not take their chances. Harry Kane had so many chances. He had headers, just balls on the ground, loose balls, just could not score in the net. Now Kane has been very good for them in all competitions, banging goals left and right, but they need him to step up in this game. Now Elise has been very impressive as well. I believe it's his first season and he's doing very, very well. He does so well to cut inside and just shoot a lot of his goals from there. Just like cut inside, just shoots it. Very, very good. But yeah, Bayern, they really need to play with a lot of intensity and they need to win the game. That's their prime objective, just win the game. But yeah, my prediction is going to be a 1-1 draw, which will put Inter 3-2 into the semi-finals on aggregate. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment down below your predictions for these 4 matches, and don't forget to subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.